Good afternoon. It is 1:30 on Saturday, December 29th. It's been about maybe a week or so since my last diary entry. And what happened since my last entry was that uh, discovered, as always, that anything that's routine is not always routine. And you know what they say with the Boy Scouts, always be prepared. Well, I went on the 21st of this month, on Wednesday, to get my back fin pump refilled, routine, ask some questions, and talk about weaning off of the morphine to see in the pump to see if maybe that's what's hopefully causing my issue. Um, I had my pump refilled. I was told I need to wait a little longer because the medicine was already ordered. So the next time I go to get my pump filled, we're going to begin the process of weaning me off of it and see what happens with the morphine. And right before I was ready to leave, I decided to ask the uh, doctor's assistant, since the doctor was away doing surgeries, to check my back and look at the incision from that surgery I had in August to make sure everything was healing all right, because I felt what was like a scab when I would position myself in bed, rubbing against the pillow, which was painful, and to make sure it wasn't red anymore for infection. And when they looked at it, he says to me, well, the good news is that there's no redness, so don't see sign of infection, but where the incision was, there was about maybe that much of an opening, and it was something white that he could see. And after bringing in another nursing assistant, taking a picture and texting it to the doctor, it was determined that that white thing was the actual catheter, and that I had to immediately drive over to the medical center, which was about 10 minutes away if you know where you were going, so that they can knock me out, reposition the catheter, stitch me up, and send me on my way. Problem was that because I had to be knocked out, either I called someone, which would have been my parents, my mother or father, which both weren't feeling well, or I would have to spend the night there and not be able to drive home. So after having to tell my father what was going on, I had to race over. It was about 3 o'clock when they finally told me I needed to race over. Between leaving there, frantically trying to figure out where I had to go, I got there at about 3:30, quarter to 4, and after the surgery and everything was over, I finally got home at around 7, 8 o'clock at night. One thing I will say is that I don't know how people who are watching this, their experience with doctors are, have been. But I feel that a lot of them really need to go back to school to learn how to talk to patients, because when you're getting ready for surgery and you've had the experience that I've had, which I've already documented, I don't need to hear from a doctor joking around. Well, you seem to have a black cloud over your head right before you're getting ready to go into surgery, when already you're frantic that you had to race over and not know what's going on. So it's my opinion that doctors really need to go back and try to remember that people are not numbers, that they do have emotions and feelings, and part of me probably at that point felt if I could, one, I would have loved to have been able to get off the table and told him what he can do with his comment, and two, think about finding someone else to go to. But like I said, you have doctors out there that sometimes will engage mouth before brain. So, other than that, I'm muddling through as always. Once the new year starts, hopefully going for a different kind of manual therapy that's to help me with the pain that's going on through my body, and maybe alleviating some of the stiffness and tightness that could help me walk better. Only time will tell. In the meantime, it is only a few more days until the new year, so hopefully everyone will have a safe and good new year. And like I've said before, if anyone has any kind of questions that you want to ask me, feel free to email me. I believe I had said so the last tape I had, but you can either comment on here on YouTube, or if you don't want to comment on the video and afraid to ask questions where people might see, feel free to email me at giants1970 at hotmail.com. That's giants1970 at hotmail.com. Like I said, if I can answer your questions, I'll be more than happy to help out. Till then, see you at the next entry, God willing, and it should be in the next new year of 2013. So, my name's Seth, and hopefully I'll be able to share some good news next time during my diary entry. Have a good New Year's, everyone, and be safe.